I moved into Evergreen Bluffs for peace, sunshine, and a yard big enough to house the pool of my dreams. After 15 years in a cramped city apartment, I finally had my own little paradise, a crystal blue saltwater pool surrounded by slate tiling, loungers, and palms. It was my sanctuary. Too bad my neighbor was HOA Karen. Karen Featherstone, president of the HOA, had a house 2 doors down. Her daily activities included patrolling yards for violations, timing how long garbage bins sat outside, and writing 6-paragraph emails if your mailbox flag looked faded. A well-known meddler, she also considered herself the unofficial ambassador of social events in the neighborhood, which meant no party happened without her opinion or intrusion. She hated that I had a pool and she didn't. I knew this from her first words to me. "Oh, you're the one with the oasis. You know, shared aesthetics matter in Evergreen Bluffs." From then on, she tried everything, citing noise violations, even when the pool was unused, claiming water reflected into her guest bedroom, and once accusing my pool lights of attracting insects into neighboring yards. I ignored her. I kept my space clean, quiet, and respectful. But then came the weekend. It was the Saturday of her niece's bridal brunch, a catered affair in her backyard with roughly 50 women in floppy hats and wedge heels. I'd already declined her offer to share my pool as part of the event, politely, twice. So imagine my surprise when, at 6:58 a.m., I woke to laughter, splashing, and music. I pulled open my blinds and nearly dropped my mug. There were 6 women in my pool. I stormed outside in a robe and slippers. They were lounging like it was a spa, mimosas in hand, towels on my chairs, one woman even adjusting my floating Bluetooth speaker to play her playlist. "Excuse me, what is going on?" A younger woman mid-sip looked up. "Oh, Karen said we could come take a sunrise dip. She said it was community friendly." "Karen doesn't live here. This is my home, my pool, and this is trespassing." They scrambled out, faces red, mumbling apologies. By 7:20, I was standing at Karen's front door. She opened it like she'd been expecting me. "Marcus," she said sweetly, like I hadn't just caught her guests using my property. "Did they leave a mess?" "I told them to be respectful." "You told them to enter my backyard and use my pool without asking?" "It's not that serious. It's just water and sunshine. You weren't even using it." "Karen, this is illegal. I don't care if it's the Queen's brunch. No one touches my pool again. Understand?" She shrugged and shut the door. That's when I decided, if Karen wanted to treat my pool like a spa, I'd give her one. That night I went to work. I bought 2 massive bags of bubble bath powder, a high-foaming, sensitive skin-friendly variety used in bathhouses. I also ordered a commercial-grade bubble machine, just for flair. Sunday morning, I got up early, dumped the bubble powder into the filter system, and turned on all the jets. Then I set the machine on a timer for 6:55 a.m., just in case. At exactly 7:02 a.m., I heard it again. Chatter, squeals, the gate opening. I peered through the blinds. 6 of Karen's brunch guests had returned, clad in floral swimwear and bathrobes. They entered the pool giggling. Then came the bubbles. First it foamed, then it frothed. Then the entire pool turned into a mountain of white suds, rising over the edges like a giant cloud. One woman screamed, slipping on a bubble-slick tile. Another yelled, "What is happening?" I stepped out with my coffee. "Spa treatment Sunday. Karen says it's community-friendly." They dashed out, soaked in foam, mascara running, sliding in confusion and panic. One tripped over my inflatable flamingo. Minutes later, Karen was at my door fuming. "What did you put in the water?" I smiled at him. "Bubble bath. Relaxing, isn't it?" "This is a violation of HOA water cleanliness codes." "You're right, which is why no one but me should be using it." She screamed something unintelligible about calling the board and stormed away, covered in froth. I followed up with a security camera recording, emailed to the HOA, documenting the trespassing and my deterrent method. The board's response: "As this incident involved unauthorized use of private property, no action will be taken against the homeowner. However, all members are reminded to respect personal boundaries." Karen was humiliated. Her niece's party moved to a park. Rumors spread. People asked me if they could book a bubble pool session. I declined but added a sign to my gate.